Hello YouTube! So Wonderly has these themes each month for videos, and I think it's a really interesting way to branch out and make different sorts of videos from time to time. This month's theme is play, so let's play. My friend Tara and I have always joked about how we look just like Betty and Veronica, and so we were able to get our hands on some newly released costumes and decided to do a photo shoot. Growing up, I loved Archie comics. I remember thinking that comic books in general were so cool, but Archie comics in particular were even cooler because they featured women as some of the main characters. I had to refresh a bit on my Archie knowledge because it'd been a while since I'd read one of the comics at all, and I was kind of disappointed with what I found. When I was younger, I didn't know about the Bechdel test. I didn't think about whether or not these women had aspirations or dreams outside of winning the heart of a boy. I just liked their clothes. But the only thing that Betty and Veronica really seemed to care about in their entire 347 issue lifespan is dating Archie. How can two girls spend 50 years fighting over the same boy? The same questionably attractive boy. Why wouldn't one or both of them move on? And what kind of attention-seeking jerk is Archie for never picking one of them or letting both of them know that he wasn't really actually interested? Anyway, regardless of this, we donned our laughably short skirts, piled in the car, and looked to find some locations that felt quintessentially Archie. We found ourselves at a local high school, and as we began our photo shoot and started taking pictures, I started to really think about my opinions on the comic. At surface level, these two women are one-dimensional characters hell-bent on winning the heart of a guy. But the real problem with Archie comics, I found, is that the story resets at the end of every single volume. Generally, at the end of an issue, the girls come to some big realization that they shouldn't fight over a boy, and that they're better off as friends, supporting each other, or that Archie is stupid and not worth their time. This is a great message for Betty and Veronica to have learned something about themselves and each other, and to send home to girls to use in their own lives. But that knowledge goes away at the start of the next volume, effectively never allowing them to grow as women, and that is problematic. Knowing this, I have two options. I could very easily hate Betty and Veronica, lamenting my childhood and giving up on these women that used to inspire me when I was a child. Or I can step back and find the good. We should view our childhood heroes through a critical lens once we're older and have more knowledge on things like this, but we shouldn't give up on them entirely. These characters are a product of their time. Much like Disney princesses, they were made and formulated and written a long time ago by a lot of different people with a lot of different views on the ways that women should behave. And if you dig deeper within this comic, not all of the stories are bad. There is a reason that these women were my role models. And these reasons are littered throughout the comics. Betty reads a lot of books and tutors children and volunteers at charities. Veronica has less going for her, but she sometimes uses her money to help people. One time she bought a prom dress for Betty. More importantly, these girls are part of a larger group of friends who do fun things together all the time. They go skating, they were in the school plays, they go on trips together. That's inspiring as a kid. Those were the kind of friends I wanted to find. These comics were such a big part of my personal childhood and such an iconic part of our nation's history that instead of just casting it off as non-feminist garbage, I think that we can actually breathe a bit of life back into these characters if we try. I really think that they are the framework for strong women. They just need a bit of time without Archie around, which is exactly what we aim to do with this photo shoot. Betty and Veronica are best friends, they have a unique personal style, and they're confident in themselves and their interests. These are the things that I want to remember about Archie comics. Yes, they are written in a snapshot period of their high school days when people can be boy crazy or girl crazy and make mistakes, and I wish that the comics had delved outside of that, but you know, we can fill in the blanks ourselves. We can choose what we take away from anything we experience, and we're more than welcome to leave the rest in the past. If you want to see the photos from our shoot, you can check out Tara's blog at thegeekyhostess.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.